Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm here at Mill Lake again, here in Abbotsford, BC, and we're gonna try to go for bass today. This is by far the earliest I'm gonna try fishing for bass in this lake, pretty much in all BC, right? So the water doesn't looks nice at all because of that machine that pumps water. When that thing working, it just ripples all the dirt in the water, everything that is on the surface. It just ripples to the edges, right? So there's a constant current because of that. So it keeps the water cleaner and oxygenated at the same time. So right now we have dirty water. I'm gonna show you the stuff that I'm gonna try to use for bass. I have my bass equipment right here, which is mostly plastics, right? Let's check it out. I have a few hooks here, couple weights, mostly those are Senko hooks for Texas rig, and I just have a bunch of stuff here. Few crappie max for that's for baby bass probably. I have a bunch of Senkos here, different colors. Probably my favorite colors, of course. Some white stuff. I really like white lures, guys. I have this fishy looking, I don't know how it's called, and oh, I even have these ones. Nice. I thought I ran out of this. Man, their time with this is just amazing. These black worms. And this one is coming, I don't know where it's coming from. I think it's from China. It's hard to find, to be honest. Oh yeah, it's AliExpress. Interesting. But regardless, this is one of my favorite bass lures, either for largemouth or for smallmouth. I have this one already set up. Okay guys, so today is March 2nd. It's a Monday, March 2nd. I mean, I don't think I've never fished for bass. I've never target bass in this lake when there is absolutely no lily pads around, because you will see just in a month from now, you will see all around the lake, you will see lily pads, and that's probably just the perfect time to target bass. They just start to wake up. They start getting a lot more aggressive. Spawn periods of bass is probably where I got the most activity, most action in all the lakes here. I really think I have a chance on finding some waking up bass, especially since last week, or probably around 10 days ago, they just dumped 500 rainbow trout in here. So in my mind is we have 500 new fish here. We have warmer weathers. It's really early to be this warm, so there is a good chance, in my opinion, to some bass start waking up. But we'll see. So let's take a look at this lure. I'm gonna have to give you some underwater performance of this. Just like this. Now this lure is a little bit smaller than the trouts. I mean, it's a lot smaller than the trout that they stocked here, but it's a size of a pumpkin seed sunfish, or maybe some crappie that is also present in this lake, right? I think this lure is gonna be a killer. It doesn't sink too much. I can make it go deep if I put a little weight on the front. But I know all the areas and around is gonna be shallow right now. I mean, it's always shallow, right? But I think this lure is gonna be much more effective. Much more effective on summertime. Check this out. Not the prettiest, but but these things catches fish, guys. Now I'm fishing this Senko. This is called a Texas rig with no weight on it. So yeah. So what I'm gonna be doing is just casting. I'm gonna let it sink. It's right now I have to really play around with the depth. Whether I really don't know if they're gonna be in the shallow, right? There is a chance there could be a little bit deeper still, but the thing is, I wait for it to get to the bottom. I pick up some line and I pull it back up. And I'm always just watching the line more than watching wherever the lure is. I'm just watching if the line is here. I'm just watching the line. I'm picking up. You'll know you have a fish if the line start moving by its own. If the line start pulling, I mean, you give it just a few seconds and then set the hook, because that's gonna be a bass there. So I'm just gonna go around this area all the way there probably, and I'm just gonna do as many casts as possible there. If I don't get any action to that point, I'm probably just gonna start moving to the middle of the lake more and more. Yeah, because if there are bass coming out, for sure they're gonna be in 20-30% of the shallow, right? Okay, guys. So far, nothing. Not even a single bite. So I am now switching to jigs, but I think it's gonna help me at least locate, because I can fish a lot faster, right? If I cast it good, I mean, I can cast a fairly enough distance. So I think if I fish it just slow enough, I can get maybe hits of whether it can be bass or maybe some trout. Trout might be a little too small for this. It's maybe grass, but trout might be a little too small. But I think it's just gonna be able to get hit if there's trout around. I mean, for sure there's trout around, but ooh, guys, this has been brutal. Nobody's catching anything. We're all getting skunked today. I think we are like 1, 2, 3. With me, we are four kayak small boat in the water. But nothing, and I haven't seen any ripples. Maybe it's because there's still a little bit of wind, I cannot really see much, but I at least want to get a couple of trout, maybe, right? So I'm gonna give it a few more. I'm gonna stay right by the middle. Oh wow, yeah, this is by far the deepest. Okay. Okay, wherever the kayak's gonna point me, I'm gonna start casting. It's amazing how during peak summer this lake can be full of life, guys. Full of life. Bass, crappie, sunfish, catfish. I don't know if there's carp, but maybe there's carp as well. Turtles. Oh my god, it's so full of life. Well, okay guys, it's been a few hours. Oh boy, I've been here almost like 4 hours. Jeez. Absolutely nothing. I think I even took a half an hour nap somewhere in the middle of the lake. But I'm not gonna be skunk this easy. I'm gonna pull the kayak to shore. I'm gonna take a little break, and I'm actually want to see whether right at sunset whether we see any ripples. And if I do see any ripples right at sunset, I'm gonna jump back in and I'm gonna start casting on top of the fish. So until then, I need to recoup. Okay, guys, check this out. This is sunset. I'm just gonna give it the last 15 minutes, maybe 15-20 minutes. I'm gonna be on top. I'm gonna be there. Okay, I saw one in the back. Yes. I'm gonna stay here. I've only seen one clear surface, and I'm man, haha. Those could just be some bubbles. Absolutely bonkers that not much activity. Even with 500 fish that have been stuck a few days, I just couldn't find them. I don't know whether they're schooling or they're spread up, or I don't know. I really don't. So I don't know if any of you has been fishing these past few days or after the first 500 stock, but I'm also interested in knowing whether if anybody is fishing on March. Maybe I'm sure at the end of March there's gonna be something at least, but I'm really curious if any of you are actually catching bass in March in here, especially this year, because it's gonna be, I think it's warmer than any other year. So I'll see you guys next time, Take care.